quite frightening, but it does make those hairs stand on end, literally.
I can understand that. And a big crowd as well. Stoke City have brought something like 40,000 with them. There's really less than 60 in for this one. Stockport County, though, I would imagine one or two saving their money for the playoff. Well, I think they've emerged into the sunlight, been seen for the first time by those hordes of supporters. We talk about it so often, David, but the definitive footballer's dream, this, isn't it? To tread the turf at Wembley.
Yes, because it's the one game that it's going to be televised. They're going to have a video of it. They're going to relive every moment. They know where their families are and their relatives, more or less, in the crowd, and they put their hands up and wave. They can't really isolate that individual person they're waving to, but they know that they'll be responding, and it's their families and their children, and as I say, the relatives, they're very proud for these players and officials. It's their livelihood, professional football, and to reach a domestic final at the end of a very hard, arduous season is a very proud moment. And you know, these teams have really fought through to this the hard way. You know, when you look at Stockport, 2 semi-finals with Burnley, to get through that in view of Burnley's promotion is a very difficult game. You saw Stoke backing against Peterborough. They really had to work hard to get here. It's been a prize worth fighting for, and I'm sure the supporters now are beginning to realise that the tournaments other than the FA Cup and the League Cup are tournaments well worth playing for and fighting for to bring them to this proud day.
Familiar face, Bobby Moore, England's '66 World Cup skipper, of course, guest of honour here today. He'll make the presentations a little later.
Yeah, it's good to see Bobby. He was ill, of course, earlier in the year, but he's looking much healthier now, and he's doing some considerable commentary for radio in the London area, and he's a face that is going around seeing quite a lot of football now, and I think he enjoys what he sees. I think there's a return to a better feeling about the game. I think less teams are trying to stifle the game, and of course Bobby Moore was a most wonderful centre-back who could drift the ball around the field in magnificent fashion. And of course everyone remembers that magnificent 1966 year when he lifted the Jules Rimet trophy here.
Don't we just? The greatest living Englishman, Bobby Moore. The family final, I've mentioned it a couple of times, really is generally a very open affair.
Steen now. Biggins has made his way towards the penalty box. It's in from Steen, and Biggins arrived too, doing that well. This is Steen. Again, Biggins hoping to profit from the cross. And that very nearly crossed the line there. Tony Kelly appealing. And Neil was just about holding on. He certainly had to hold the ball well forward. Beaumont was trying to wriggle a path to goal. So was Ward. In goes Ward now. And a good left foot, this fellow. Scored a cracking goal in the playoff first leg. And Wheeler almost got through there. That'll be the signal for the big men to come forward. Cranston's come up as well this time. Sanford and Overson. It's Heath taking the corner. The keeper's come for it. He didn't really make it. He's only around 5'8". He's not the tallest of goalkeepers by any means. So the danger signs are there. Now Heath floating into the corner again. It's Foley's shot. Well, it got through. Now there's no flag there. Sanford, and just off the line. Williams was the covering defender.
Oh, that is absolutely magnificent defending from Williams.
The build-up here by Stockport. Off goes Beaumont. He's got there before Fox too. Still Beaumont. Oh, just too long for Wheeler. And Overson almost put through his own goal. Frayden with the shot. Flags up. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Oh dear. What a moment then. Now Heath. Neat flick off him. Steen is clear. Oh, the finish was poor. Very promising move then by Stockport County. They won't be too proud of that tackle. Now Cranston pumping it forward. Here's Heath. And then from Sanford now. Steen! It's there! Steen has scored! They're off the bench in celebration. And Stoke City have taken the lead. And just look at these scenes here of jubilation among the Stoke fans. It broke then for Mark Stein, and he smacked it home.
Yes, that's the sort of goal you expect from Mark Stein. Over his shoulder, good first touch. They're trying to push out now as the ball's kept in the box. Little nick on from Sanford now. There is a suggestion, I think, the Stoke lads will think, not Stein, but one of the other forwards, possibly Biggins, was coming back on an offside position. But that is a hell of a quality strike. I mean, Stein seems to do that. That's fit enough. That's on a par with Michael Thomas's last week in the FA Cup final, isn't it? It's the flick.
Now there's Mark Stein, and no chance at all for Neil Edwards with the venom on that shot. Butler. Wheeler. Stoke trying desperately to clear their lines. Crane goes down, it's a free kick. And this is in potentially a very dangerous situation.
Just looking at Peter Ward, he's got what seems to be an educated left foot, and although it's a little bit wide, you just wonder whether he's got the sort of space and the quality to bend one round or to whip one into the top corner of the net here.
Well, that's what he did in the first leg of the playoffs, getting that winning goal in the first game. And Stoke will be only too well aware of that. David Frayne is there too, but it is Ward who's going to take it, and the wall did its job. Now look at those Stoke players come streaming out, and the trigger's paid off, and they've got the offside decision applauded there by Vince Overson. And referee Robbie Hart will have some time to add on. Williams takes the free kick. He'll hope to find Francis. Francis heads it on, and safely from Stoke's point of view into the arms, the grateful arms of Peter Fox. That really could have gone either way, but it's going the way of Stoke City. They have won the Autoglass Trophy for 1992. Consolation for their failure to make it to the final of the playoffs. Stockport County still have that to come, but this day belongs to Stoke City and to Mark Stein, whose goal on 65 minutes has proved to be the winner here. Celebration for the Stoke players, who were so dejected after their defeat in midweek, but they've bounced back here in style. The losers, the plucky losers, Stockport County, have already received their losers' medals. Disappointment for them, but they'll be back to fight another day in the playoff final a week tomorrow. But in the meantime, this is Vince Overson for the second year running then, collecting the winner's trophy. This time in the colours of Stoke City. Last season, of course, with Birmingham City, when the manager was the same man, Lou Macari. Well, he's looking pretty weary, but he won't be thinking about that now. He'll be thinking about holding that cup aloft once again. Vince Overson, the captain of Stoke City. And what a captain's performance he has given today, keeping the huge figure of Kevin Francis in check. And there it is, the Autoglass Trophy, won by Stoke City, handed over there by the famous figure of Bobby Moore, OBE. What a moment that will be for Vince Overson, receiving the trophy from a man I'm sure he admires as much as everyone else in football. They're all getting a chance to hold it now. Wayne Biggins, who toiled away up front for Stoke City. His partnership with Mark Stein has been such a success for Stoke throughout the season, and it caused untold problems again today for Stockport County. David Kevin there, behind him Ian each and every player getting a tumultuous reception from the Stoke fans. Ashley Grimes, the other substitute, who didn't get his chance on the Wembley turf on this occasion. But nonetheless, he'll be enjoying it as much as everyone else. And it has made up in a large way for the disappointment of not making the playoff final. That'll be forgotten for the moment anyway, as Stoke City enjoy this triumph here. Vince Overson leading the players back down the steps, and they'll be off, I'm sure, on a victory lap of honour.